Gentlemen, this is Mantelligence. Today we're showing you 11 amazingly effective ways to flirt with a girl over text. As you probably know all too well, texting is an absolutely essential part of the flirting process. And like all things flirting, there's a right way that will get women to genuinely like you, and a wrong way that can easily get you in trouble. So, to help you get the girl, here are 11 powerfully helpful tips for flirting with a woman over text. Number 1. Optimize the number exchange. If you think about it, getting your numbers into one another's phones is your first opportunity to show her the kind of guy you are over text. And like any first impression, you definitely want to get it right. Lucky for you, it's not that hard to do. Along with your name, try putting in a fun but helpful little reminder about yourself. Maybe it's where she met you, something you talked about, or what you look like. Not only will she like that you distinguished yourself from everyone else in her phone, but depending on how you put it, what you wrote will almost definitely make her smile. Number 2. Never send 2 texts in a row. It may not feel like it, but the chances are half the stuff you text a girl does not require a quick response. And no, just because she doesn't respond right away doesn't mean she doesn't like you. So instead of following up before she's even had time to read your text, show her that you're patient and wait for her to respond before you send another one. Number 3. Know your emoji limit. Texting is its own language, and like any language, some things can get very lost in translation. So one thing we often do about that is to use emojis to help convey the emotion behind what we're saying. The only problem is, some guys may rely on them just a little too much. So in order to show a girl that you can actually use words and do have things to say, make your emojis count and limit them to 3 to 4 per conversation. Number 4. Don't text paragraphs. Want a quick way to creep a girl out and get your number blocked? Try sending her a long wall of text to read. Guys, look, when it comes to flirting, not only are long texts incredibly intense, but they also show a concerning lack of basic social awareness. So if you have something lengthy you need to tell her, do it the old-fashioned way, which is in person or on the phone. Number 5. Don't send line-by-line texts. Just like you should try to never send huge blocks of texts, you should also never get in the habit of sending sentences one line at a time. This can sometimes happen when we try to sound over text the way we do in person. But instead of creating a natural back and forth, if your text starts stacking up, it just makes you seem kind of annoying and makes your texts hard to read. Number 6. Don't do one-word responses. If you're a man of few words, now's the time to listen up. Because if you're in the habit of responding to questions using only 1 or 2 words at a time, you might be coming across as incredibly boring and unenthusiastic. And not only could this make a girl think maybe you're annoyed by her texts, but it could also lead her to giving up simply because texting you isn't any fun. Number 7. Never end a text with a period. Your English teachers are gonna hate us for this one, but one trick that's guaranteed to keep your texts naturally conversational and fun is to never end your last sentence with a period. We know, it doesn't make any sense, right? But if you really look at it, ending your texts on a period actually makes you seem rigid and uptight. So for now, hold off on using impeccable grammar, loosen up, and ditch some of those periods. Number 8. Make sure she got home okay. Not only is this an incredibly considerate gesture in general, but because it's quick and casual, doing it via text message is ideal for when you're just getting to know a girl. So after your girl heads home for the night, take the opportunity to show her you care and send her a brief, thoughtful text making sure all is well. Number 9. Be aware of texting at night. We all know that texting in the middle of the night generally only means one thing. But if you're just getting to know a girl and she's not texting you late at night, don't think that you have to be the one to do it. Because unless she's made it clear that texting late would probably be okay, you really don't know how she's going to respond. So instead, let her be the one to text you after hours, or just wait until the next morning. Number 10. Text her within 24 hours of hanging out. Because if you really like her and want to see her again, waiting any longer than 24 hours to text back is honestly just playing games. So instead of making yourself wait 3 whole days or whatever to get back to a girl you like, show her you don't have time to waste, be direct, and text her the next day at the latest. Number 11. Don't wait too long to ask her out. These days, texting is a huge part of courting a woman. So if a girl asks you to text her, or you already are texting her, that pretty much means it's okay for you to ask her out, and texting provides a perfect way to do just that. So before you go talking about everything over text, ask her out and talk face-to-face instead. That's 11 highly effective ways to flirt with a girl over text. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click and subscribe. Oh, and while you're here, why not check out these other awesomely informative videos? Thanks so much for watching, and happy texting!